systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Hello, welcome to this weekend's NASCAR Quick Hit here for SHIPIT Nation. I am Eric, also known as TheGame on Discord, and tonight we are going to be discussing the Yellawood 500 taking place at Talladega Superspeedway. But of course, before we go ahead and discuss the Yellawood 500 taking place at the Talladega Superspeedway, let me of course mention us here at ShipItNation.com. Everything you need to succeed and have fun with DFS for less. 5 days for only $19 when you use code SHIPIT, SHIP19, not SHIPIT, SHIP19. And it gives you everything you could possibly need in the world of DFS. Slate plans, the Stone, which we'll be looking over here at NASCAR, expert projections, core reports, GPP pools, cash game pools. Not to mention, we are partnered with the best optimizer in the game today, SaberSim. So, if you haven't already, you do owe it to yourself to check us out, shipitnation.com, code SHIP19, 5 days, $19. Right now, as we're discussing this, MMA, UFC Fight Night is happening right now. We are in the full swing of the NFL season. NHL has just picked back up. The NBA starts this week, and we have a fantastic NBA team with Hebrew Cheetah and the boys. So, like I said, ShipItNation.com, code SHIP19. You owe it to yourself to check us out. All right, back to Talladega, the Yellawood 500 taking place at Talladega Superspeedway. Friends, there's not much to talk about this weekend because we are Superspeedway racing. And if you have been tuned into the Discord and you have seen me give my bonus Xfinity and Truck Series cores, you would have seen the message I've attached to each of those cores that states Talladega is an extremely volatile racetrack, and this race itself is normally extremely volatile. However, the Cup Series, I think, is a bit more of a wild card even than the Trucks and the Xfinity Series are. So let me go ahead and bring up the Stone here. As you see here, I don't have projections or ownership done yet or anything like that. I'll have that done in the morning. But the first thing I wanted to mention here is since we are super speedway racing, there is no practice. None. So you see practice there completely blank on the screen because they didn't run anything. They literally unload the cars from the trucks and the haulers, push them through inspection, and straight to qualifying they go. So absolutely zero practice. As well as with super speedways, we always normally want to stack the back. And I do believe we want to do that here again for the Cup Series on Sunday. However, the past few Talladega races in the next gen era specifically, and specifically in the Cup Series, is we have really, really seen the manufacturers work together. Ford's working with Fords, Chevy's working with Chevys, Toyota's working with Toyotas, etc. So, what I'm here to say that while I still absolutely think stacking the back is the strategy you want to go with, Xfinity today, folks, we saw an absolute crazy race with massive wrecks happening already on lap 15. I do think stacking the back is still what you want to do. I will be starting my player pool with Brad Keselowski in 20th place and fading first through 19th, which is Michael McDowell, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Ryan Preece, Josh Berry, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Riley Herbst, Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman, Cole Custer, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs, and Kyle Larson. I personally will be fading all of those drivers and starting with Brad Keselowski in 20th place. Then, if you want to consider building lineups based off groups, based off either A, manufacturers, or team, I think it's very viable. If we look at 20th here, we have Brad K in a Ford. We could grab Brad K, Zane Smith, Todd Gilliland, Cody, Noah, and Casey Mears. There you have, 6 Fords? A whole lineup of Fords that you can be fairly safe to assume will work together for the majority of the race. Look at all the Chevys back there, right? Dillon, Haley, Chastain, Elliott, Suarez, Ty Dillon, SVG, Hocevar, Austin Hill, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Alfredo, McLeod. Those Chevys will absolutely be sticking together. And the Toyotas as well. There's not many Toyotas in the back. In fact, only Nemechek and Eric Jones for Toyotas in the back. But for 150 GPPs, if you want to include Denny and Ty at 17th and 18th, feel free. Personally, I won't be playing them because I will be sticking with the 20th on back strategy. But with these team orders and these manufacturer orders and working together, it's not your typical Talladega race that we've seen before the next gen cars. The manufacturers really work together. Pair that with this is the playoffs, second race of the final round of the playoffs. They're going to be working together. They want their teams and their manufacturers to make it into the playoffs, and they want to screw the other teams. So I am big on stacking manufacturers or teammates or anything like that. But really, I love the idea of stacking manufacturers tomorrow. Love it, love it, love it. Is there anything else on the stone I want to point out? It's such a there's not many high priced drivers. We normally have, I feel like, at least 5 or 6 10K and above drivers on the slate on these super speedway slates. That's not the case here. We have a 10-2 Joey Logano, a 10,000 William Byron, and a 10-5 Ryan Blaney, just based on their starting positions. I'm not sure how much of those you will see in your lineups. So I kind of anticipate that there will be more money left on the table than normal on these slates on Sunday as well. Let's see here. Anything else I want to touch on as far as Sunday goes, besides other than that, then it's a wild card. Let me pull up the NASCAR playoffs. This is the NASCAR playoffs. We are in the round of 8. And as mentioned, Denny Hamlin, as not mentioned actually, as mentioned now for the first time, Denny Hamlin is locked in to the playoffs, into the championship round. So you can probably safely click off Denny Hamlin because he does not have to win on Sunday. And plus, Denny was already starting in 17th, so he probably wouldn't be in your player pool anyway. But Denny does not have to race hard on Sunday at all since he's already locked in the playoffs. Larson, fairly safe. He could have a terrible day and technically fall out of the playoffs, but plus 35 is not bad. Christopher Bell and Chase Briscoe plus 20 and plus 15 over the cutoff line, respectively. And then outside looking in, Willie B, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney. And if we look at those drivers specifically, because those are our must-win drivers, make sure I'm sharing the right tab. Willie B starts 13th. It's kind of high for me. I probably won't be getting any William Byron. Chase Elliott, we see here, I already have him as a cash game staple. He will be a very, very, very popular on Sunday. He is a fantastic super speedway racer. He is in a must-win situation, and he gives you fantastic place differential upside. So love me some Chase Elliott. Joey Logano starts 16th. He's similar to William Byron. I I think he's a fantastic bet. If you are betting, I think it's worth taking a shot on betting on Logano or Byron, but I can't take a chance on playing him in DFS starting at 16th. And then Ryan Blaney is starting in 8th. So he's an automatic click off for me. So out of those, absolutely must win playoff drivers, the only one that I'm going to be focused on playing is Chase Elliott. But the bad thing is so is everybody else. So no real strategies to work with there. So alrighty, folks. That's it. That's all I really have for now on Talladega. It's not much. They're really just wild card slates. Like I said, stacking the back is by far the most popular strategy. It will be the strategy I personally am deploying for tomorrow. I do think that you can get away with grouping and stacking, which normally is something you would not consider in NASCAR DFS. Have a lineup full of Fords, have a lineup full of Chevys because they're going to be working together. And always jack up the randomness, jack up the uniques, and do not be afraid to leave a pile of money on the table because I think it's going to be one of those Sundays for sure. As always, folks, please make sure you tune into the slate plan on Sunday morning for my final thoughts concerning the slate, but they're not going to be much different than what they are right now. I can almost guarantee that. Unless they take their restrictor plates off between now and then, and they don't even have restrictor plates anymore. That's a 90s thing. So unless they totally change the cars around, I don't think my thoughts will be changing on this slate. So, but still, please check in the slate plan for all of my final thoughts, as well as I will be in the Discord all day on Sunday. So please feel free to tag me in any and all questions or fun scenarios you may have, because this is our last Super Speedway race of the season, and then only 2 races left after this one. So the end is coming. The end is coming. So again, thank you for listening, and as always, let's ship it.